Happy Tuesday. I'm actually posting on a Tuesday. The community college that I teach at, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, tonight is having a mid-semester reading day. So I don't have to be there and I get to be here instead. So I'm going to get this posted on Tuesday. I had a busy week, actually. On the wall behind me, I've got just, I don't know, little layer cake project I put together. It's that witch fabric that I had showed a couple weeks ago. I actually ended up winning that $75 gift card from the Shop Hop. And so when I went back to the store, they had a layer cake of the Salem Witch Guild print. I don't think I showed the layer cake, but it had even more of the fabric in it. I don't know if you can see, it's got like little words in it, and it has the little witches holding up the quilts. Let's see. Had some white words, had some like haunted houses, had just some neat little prints. Yeah, on this one you can kind of see in the corner, down near the point there, the little witch and the moon. There's other ones like that. It's got like haunted houses and it says quilt show, and it's really cute. So I cut that up and put it together just using a Missouri Star quick hourglass pattern, and I like that. So I just have to put the rows together and then that'll be ready to go on the machine. I also sewed some badges on my daughter's Daisy uniform. She just started Daisies this year, so I actually just finished doing that for her. Then a finish that I had this week, which should have been last week, but I ran out of long arm thread, and I went down to my local quilt store and they were out of white long arm thread, so I had to wait for them to order it. And I got this finished this weekend. Was the Bonnie Hunter mystery from 2 years ago. She puts one out every year. Actually, it's coming out soon. So it's ginormous, but you get the picture, right? And it's just got this gray backing. This was the backing that I had talked about that I put together. I found this cool pattern. I got my computerized quilting working again, and so I did this pattern. It's kind of a flowery paisley. I liked the way it had some curves to it because the piecing was so much squares. And I did, for these, I can't even tell you how many half square triangles, but I used thangles for those, and it made life much easier. So this is waiting for binding, which I was going to do tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to. We'll see. But I like it. Again, she puts out her mystery colors soon usually. She gives you paint chips, which is a neat way of doing it. So she'll tell you which paint chip numbers to go to get at like Lowe's or Home Depot, and those are the colorways. And then she posts, every week she posts a clue for like 6 or 7 weeks, starting on the Friday after Thanksgiving, and then all the way up through, usually like New Year's Day is when you get the reveal. But this was mostly from my scraps. I know it's hard to tell, but all the neutrals and the like the oranges and yellows, and those were all mostly from my scraps. I had to buy a few things, but even like all the whites. This is from one of the quilts that I made for my daughter when I first started, which is, I love to do that, to look back into a quilt that you've used scraps on and see like other projects in there. This is from a Halloween project that I have as a wall hanging. I don't know that you can see that, but I can look back and see all the different pieces, which is cool. And then the only other thing I did this week was to work on my son's baby clothes quilt, which is the reason I started quilting in the first place 5 years ago. I finally got around to getting some work done on it. So I just got I remember now why I don't like t-shirt quilts. But I got 2 rows, 2 columns put together. But they're just like onesies and little like favorite shirts and things that I cut up to put in there. These are like corduroys from his first Christmas Some like his little cute little jeans with the cute pockets, his graduation shirt from kindergarten, some of his favorite sweatshirts and holiday onesies, and this was the hat that he came home with from the hospital. So I have, this is probably a third of it. I'll get the rest of it put together, and then that will be off of my list, even though it was the first thing. It was the reason I started to learn how to quilt. So yeah, Halloween, the finish, the baby quilt, lots of other baby clothes squares to go in there, and starting to get my sewing room cleaned back up, which we've been doing some renovations in the house, so everything was in here. I was kind of working in this little hole that I carved out, but if you can see, I can actually see floor. I can see the floor behind me. Yay! So we're getting there. So I hope everyone else has a crafty week. I look forward to seeing your videos and commenting on them, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye!